Do you believe that you can heal, Stephanie?
I'm going to have to sit with that. That's interesting. I believe I can heal. I believe I am healing. And I believe that we're never completely healed. So I'm curious about that belief now. For me to believe we're never completely healed took away the failure. It still gave me, I'm like, I'm still moving. I used to think like, how have I not healed this yet? How have I not healed this yet? How am I not healed yet? How am I not healed yet? And when I stopped believing that it was like, you're going to be healed, everything's going to be, you're going to heal all this shit, and was like, oh, it's a journey. We spend a lifetime healing because we spend a lifetime experiencing and accumulating. Then it didn't feel like I was failing, and it allowed me to keep moving forward, knowing that that is the goal. You're moving forward. You're always moving forward in some way. So I believe that's interesting, right? It's like a paradox on that, because I don't feel like my belief of we're always healing and we're never fully healed is a negative. I feel like it's a positive. But maybe
it's holding you back a little bit.
Maybe it is holding me back. Maybe we do. Maybe the expectation of being healed, but maybe I'm going to have to play with that one for a little bit. Like maybe we can heal all the way and allow it to not be a you must.
What if it's less about this complete picture
I'm interested now.
of heal all the way, and now I'm like a perfect human machine that is totally healed,
We
right?
see them walking around all the time. Just ask them, right?
And less about that as far as like a perfectly healed version of ourselves, and more about hurt, wounded parts of ourselves that we've healed.
Okay.
So not the totality that it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Right? We have that perfectionism part of us inside that our worth and value is only once we are 100% perfect, and more about the healing that you have done since I've known you, and what you've healed since I've known you is significant. I've witnessed you heal things.
I've witnessed you heal things. We've healed. Like I know we've healed things. That's
there.
It's the totality of it though. Like believe they can heal.
Yeah.
I think I already said it. I'm not going to recap it. I already said it, so it's out there. And
when you got to sit with a little bit.
Well, it's just and it's not even, I used to have the perfectionism over healing, and I've let that's we never fully heal. I let it go. Which is really, and not just I let it go. It's blood, sweat, tears, picking myself up off the floor over and over again, and allowed the imperfectness of the journey, and just not surrender feels like a defeat. It wasn't a defeat. It was very empowering, very healing, very much I always want to be learning.
Yeah.
I never want to think I'm done. So I believe I can heal, and I'm willing to do it over and over again, I guess. I don't know. How about you? Do you believe that you can heal?
Yes.
Tell me more.
I didn't have any more to back that up with. I believe I can heal. Now, I think that it's kind of what I was saying, where the broken parts of me, especially if we go back to the first slide or whatever that it was, where it's like the coping mechanisms and the patterns and the toxic, like those things that I thought were never going to change, they're changing. The parts of me that I carried the most shame about, the behaviors that were most toxic, the things that kind of stemmed from trauma, all of that stuff, I feel like has changed. It's healed. It's different now. And that's something that is new for me. I didn't think that I was going, there's a part of my brain or a part of me, if we're thinking about it through kind of parts work and IFS stuff, that always thought I was going to be a fuck up. Always thought that I was going to be a failure, always thought that it was just a matter of time, that quite literally it was like, yep, sit around and wait, because it's only a matter of time until you do X, Y, or Z again. You're always going to make another mistake. And that's true, right? I'm always going to make another mistake, but to the severity with which it kind of destroys my life and ruins relationships and causes chaos and hurts myself physically, all those kind of things. That stuff is not really present anymore in my life, and it hasn't been for a while. And that idea that I can heal the wounded parts of me, I totally believe that. I totally believe that. And I think we do need more work in that area. Well, it's like, the elaboration that they have here on this is, contrary to marketing around genetic paradigm, what we eat, who we interact with, and the tools we use daily can heal us. And that alone, like if you think about the way that you and I live life today, right? The way that we prioritize our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, all these different things that we're doing, that is healing our bodies, right? We know we can heal physically. I have no doubt that I can get a scratch, a cut. I've got injuries from everything that we're doing right now, and those heal. So I believe that I have the ability to heal emotional wounds and scars. I believe that I have the ability to heal, different neural pathways that were ruined because of trauma and things like that. So I totally believe it.
Did you always?
No, definitely not. Next slide.
Next, okay.
Number 5. They can laugh at themselves in situations. The ability to be lighthearted helps us build perspective beyond our past suffering and builds greater resilience. I think we definitely have that.
I think we display that even here.
Yeah, and how important it is, right? How important it is to be able to laugh at yourself. The reality is that there's still some things that I can't laugh about. There's still some things that are really difficult. But I recognize too that there's certain things that I can look at now and laugh about myself that I haven't always been able to. So that tells me that someday I'll laugh about the things that I can't laugh about right now. Someday it'll be the thing that, man, this is really touchy. This is really hard. This is a subject or a thing or an experience that I still hold, pain around. And I'm sure at some point I'll just be like, no, that's funny. We can joke about it. It's funny.
Do you think you have to be able to laugh at everything and joke about everything?
Definitely not.
Yeah?
Of course not. Yeah, there's some things that I don't think you should laugh or joke about,
right?
But as far as like, there's a part of me that sees everybody this way. And, we're just goofy, silly humans. Like we're just monkeys doing the best that we can to walk upright with, opposable thumbs. Like we're humans that are silly. This whole thing that is existence and life and experience, and it's goofy, it's silly, it's bananas on one hand, where it's like the fact that you and I are sitting here having this conversation is just kind of like amazing. That we're able to do this. That's craziness. That's kind of silly. So I think humor and laughter and being able to not just laugh at yourself, but laugh at the situation that you might find yourself in. The other day when we got a flat tire in your car, right? Where out of nowhere there was somehow a freaking utility blade, a freaking razor blade sticking out of the side of your tire, right? That's funny.
It is funny.
For all, it's not funny. And it's funny.
Right?
We were meant to be. We were meant to be. We were meant to be.